What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the new Blanka figure out of Jada Toys Street Fighter 2, the final challengers. So this is one of those figures that I've been wanting. I got lucky and found them below the market rate, whatever. I mean, people are trying to resell them for more, but just hang tight, just be patient, and you'll find them on Amazon. They'll come up and down just like everything else. So yeah, this is one of those characters that I really liked growing up as a kid. From the video game or the old animated movies, this is one of the cool characters to see fighting on screen or be able to play him. So that's really cool, man. So you got the window right there in the front. You got some digital artwork right there. So you got Cammy there and Fang, Fang and Ryu, and you got Vega right there. And you got some more. You got another render of him there, hunched over, ready to shock his opponent. And right there at the bottom, you got the player selection from the video game, and that's just showing all the figures that are available. So this guy came out before Saga did. Sagat, before Sagat did. So I'm assuming he's the last one. I don't remember seeing an Akuma figure. I need to get that one. That's probably one of my favorite ones too. Besides Ryu and Bison. I want to say Sagat, Bison, Blanka, Ryu, maybe Guile, Chun-Li, Cammy, and Akuma were like I was mostly interested in getting those. Maybe even the Zangief and some of the other guys that are not necessarily heroes, but they're not the main characters either. So yeah, that's it for the figurine. I mean, at the bottom you got some stuff going on there, your warnings and everything, your copyrights, so all that good information. So big shout out to Camcon for making this legendary video game. Now we get some really cool toys of these, because they made these back in the 90s or late 80s, I believe. They made them in the same scale as the Reaction G.I. Joe figures, little what do they call them, the ring figures, right? Those little rubber, those little guys. And those figures, I've never owned them. I never bought them. I think I had like a Raiden when I was a kid in that same scale. But that, I mean, even with the given nostalgia, it's probably fun to own and exciting. But this is like a real figurine. This is something you can pose and whatnot. But that's it for the banter. Let's get this bad boy open. Let's go. Every day's a show. All right, here we have him out of the packaging. I gotta say, this is one of those big boy, hefty, awesome toys to own or to chase, to pursue. You got some cool paint apps. You got that like limeish green going on, like that fluorescent neon, almost neon. It's got some weathering to it, so you can see some of the wash on the muscles, which I'm really digging at. You can see the hair that's nicely sculpted. There's not much detail on the hair itself, but the hair sculpting on the actual head is nicely done. It's nicely painted as well. I like it. It's got a little bit of like a little highlights going on, so it's got that like 2D type of feel to it. So I'm definitely digging that. It doesn't look too bland, too plain, and too basic. But let's get into the accessories before I jump into the figure. So he does come with some lighting, electricity effects, which is really nice. So these are really cool. I just park them right there, right in front of him. So he does come with two of these. He does come with an alternate head sculpt. His growly face, right? His warrior expression, his attack expression when he's about to take off on someone or barrel roll against someone. And he does come with a extra set of interchangeable hands. These are like holding hands, right? Gripping hands. And he's got the fisted hands right there as well. So that's really cool. These figures, as far as I know, they don't come with flight stands, which is a bummer. I thought that they would. Let's move the accessories to the side here. The head sculpt does spin 360, and the hair has this like extended piece, which you can just like flex it. So it's very flexible, very soft. You can kind of manipulate it however you want. So his head does spin 360. You got two ball joints, one at the base and then one in the actual head. And he can look up and he can look down, right? Butterfly joints on the elbows, they swivel back and forth. There is a ball hinge joint in there, so you can spin 360. You got a bicep tricep cut right there joint that spins 360 as well, nice and snug, not too loose and not too tight, which is a good, always a plus, is always a good thing. Some other lines, you know, you gotta be careful with your break. You got that double jointed elbow, which is a good thing, so you get a really far range of motion. That's really nice. You know, like, oh, let me scratch my back. You know, that's really cool. And then you got a joint swivel, 360 motion at the wrist. So that's really nice right there. You do get an ab crunch. You got, so it's sitting on a ball joint at the base of his abdomen, at the bottom of his torso, and then he has another joint at the top of his right underneath his pecs, his chest area, so he can lean forward pretty far back. And if you use his legs, utilize his legs, you can get some really cool, you know, you can already see what I'm getting at right there. So he can look back as well, pretty far back, which is nice. So I don't know, man, this is definitely, this might be one of my favorite lines, to be honest with you. Just holding the figure and, like, you know, playing with his articulation and moving him around. This line just might be one of my favorite lines. It's just too bad that we don't have, there's not much lore of Street Fighter that you can keep creating figures. Maybe you can make variants, you know what I mean? That's the only bad thing that I can see, the only downfall. But other than that, I mean, it's a fun line. His legs do kick up. You got a ball hinge joint in those upper legs, in their inner thighs. He can kick far back, pretty far. His pants on this piece right here, this is a soft rubbery plastic, similar to what McFarlane's been doing, so that's really nice. His pants as well, it's got like a more rubbery feel than the legs. The legs are like solid molded plastic. And then you do get double jointed knees, so that's really cool. So I'm digging that. Nice and snug. You do get a shin cut, boot cut right there, so that's really cool. It's not really a boot cut, but you get that extra swivel motion right there, and you can get it 180 to 360 degrees. You do get an ankle pivot rocker joint. That's really nice right there. You can lean it back pretty far and lean it forward. That's very nice. I'm digging that. So into the sculpting, let's dive into that. The sculpting is really nice. I'm really digging that. You can see all these like different crevices and grooves, and the, you know, his tissue, his muscle, his mass, all that, like his veiny, you can see all his veins and stuff. So that's really nice. You got some weathering all throughout the body. It's like a darkish gray, right? It's more like of a grayish. You can kind of see it. I hope the camera's picking it up. It's like a grayish color, and it's like, it's just scattered all over, from his face, from his brows, from his raised brows, his cheekbone, his neck. You even get some weathering on the actual pants, so that's looking like it's wrinkled. Now, I'm liking the torn effect here. That's a nice detail. They went ahead and painted that. That's really cool. I'm really digging that. And the hair is also painted, and it's got like light weathering inside. It's kind of like a peach looking color. I don't know if the camera's picking it up that well, but that's really cool. Like, I'm really digging that. It looks really good. Like, I hope you guys can see it on the camera, but in person you can definitely see it. It's like orange, and it's got like peach or yellowish highlights. Like, it looks really nice. I really like it because it gives it that pop. You get that grayish weathering all through the, down to the knees, down to the back of the leg calves, right? So you got some gray right there, just not at the base of the feet. His nails are painted, which is cool. His claws on his hands are painted as well. His fist claw is painted as well, and his feet are painted as well. And the paint apps on the face, man, oh, they're so clean. They're so awesome. His teeth are nicely sculpted, nicely painted, and you can see the natural pink of his gums right there. So that's really cool. And I believe this guy's got like bluish eyes. Man, this figure is really cool, man. I'm really happy with him. I didn't think it was gonna be this fun and this detailed, you know what I mean? But he's definitely cool. So let's get into our accessories. You can just pop his head up. You can pull his head off with that. Whoa. So this one, you're just gonna pop it in there, and that's it right there. Look at that, that's freaking sick. It's freaking awesome. So definitely digging that. So I'm really liking that. That's really cool. Those fangs. His face is like perfectly sculpted. Look at his hair. Like, it's just like rising. Like, whoa. You're gonna have that same gray weathering all over his face right there. Really nice sculpted head. Really digging it. His hair has that same soft rubbery. From the base gets a little tougher, but once you get to above the ears, then it's gonna be like a softer, squishy, rubbery plastic. So you can like get it moving, or if you want to like flare up his hair a little bit more, make him look insane, madly crazy, you can just like heat it up or something, and then hold it with like some clips, and then once it cools down, it'll look crazy. You know what I mean? You can just adjust it with a little heat gun, a handheld heat gun. You can order one on Amazon. They're really helpful. So you're just gonna go ahead and pop these out, and they're nicely designed. It's, in my opinion, it's perfectly designed because it just pops in and out. Some of the naked figures and even the Hasbro, like you gotta fight them a little bit or heat up the actual base of the arm so the hole can like expand, and you can just get the hand in there really nice and nice and clean without damaging it. All right, so you get that 360 on those same hands. He's got a joint so it pivots up and down. That's really nice. Scratch something like. All right, so let's switch the other one too. And you just pop that sucker in there like that. That's really cool. And you can just, you can grab Gaio and chomp on bite him in the neck. I'm loving how the neck piece can kind of like, it can like bend all the way backward, right? So it's got a joint at the bottom right there. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but it's right there, right above my fingernail right there. So that's really cool. And then you can just get them in a crazy mean like pose like this. Here I've got a DC Collectibles Arkham Asylum or Arkham City Killer Croc figure, which is just gonna tower over this guy. He doesn't even fit in the camera. Doesn't fit in the frame. So so you guys can get a better look at what you're dealing with this guy. So there's that. Here I've got a Hammond Collection Tiger Raptor from the Lost World. So this guy's on a bit of on the smaller side. Here we've got a Gamerverse figure, which you're gonna be able to use this guy if you're doing the Marvel vs. Capcom display. So he looks really cool next to Wolverine. Here I've got another Marvel Legends figure, which is the Punisher. So that's just to show you how well he's gonna fit next to that scale, right? Because the Marvel Legends are more like 6-inch figures. Here I've got a McFarlane action figure, which is a deluxe. It's gonna be one of those mega figures. This is gonna be the Clayface figurine, which is ginormous. He's a beast. He's a mammoth in comparison to Blanka. So that's that right there. I do have another creepy guy since today is Halloween. The day that I'm recording this is Halloween. So here we have Violator. So he's way bigger than Blanka. I can't even get him in there. Hold on, let me go ahead and move that guy out of the way. But this is the Violator right there. I'm gonna bite you back. Look at that. So he's freaking enormous. But that Blanka figure is still a pretty decent sized action figure. I might have some extras for trades or something, for grabs. Go ahead and DM us. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. Add me on Facebook. And TikTok as well. All my links, all my socials will be in the description or in my bio on YouTube. Hope you enjoy. Stay tuned. Catch me in the next one. Every day's a show. Let's go.